How's it hanging, guys? Catstalk 303 coming from my computer to yours, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Now, this battle is between my very good friend Kyle, who I know in real life, and this is a long one. This is a 40-turn battle. Yeah, 40-turn single battle. It gets a bit stally, so I'm going to try and entertain you during those times. But let's take a look at his team. He's got Venusaur, Dragonite, Swampert, Volcarona, Noivern, and Dusknoir. Now, Venusaur is the only one that could Mega Evolve, so I'm just assuming that that's his Mega Evolution. If you look at mine, we got Deoxys D, Quagsire, Armaldo, Zoroark, Aerodactyl, and Togekiss. Now, Aerodactyl is the only one that can Mega on my team, so that's my Mega. So let's get into this battle. So this was a new team, not necessarily a new Pokemon I was using at the time, but a new combination of a team that I was just trying to use. And you're going to see he leads off with his Dusknoir, which likes to Will-O-Wisp, and I lead off with my Deoxys D, which likes to do a bunch of leading stuff. So I'm exerting my pressure. He's exerting his pressure. Don't worry, I do good under pressure. I go for the Taunt just so he can't Will-O-Wisp me. And he tries to use Will-O-Wisp, but he can't do it after the Taunt. So next I go for the Stealth Rock. Want to get my rocks up. That's always important. Always want to get that damage. He goes for the Thunder Punch, hoping to do some crazy damage. It does like 17 HP or something. I can't do the math now because it's so insignificant. That's why. So he goes for the Shadow Sneak, trying to do some more damage. I'm Psychic type. He's Ghost, trying to get more. It does about 30%, I want to say, but that's a crit. And that matters because he's not going to be able to take out my Deoxys. I go for the Nightshade. I'm going to do 50 HP. It always does the amount equal to the user's level. So we both got our lefties, both getting somewhat recovery. His Taunt wears off. He goes for the Shadow Sneak. And it ain't going to do shit. Like, my Deoxys can eat these up. And I'll tell you why. First off, I'm going to go for the Taunt, because I thought he might try to Will-O-Wisp down his Taunt's done. So I just got him taunted again. Now we're both lefties up. Now he's not going to be able to Will-O-Wisp me, so I know he's going to have to attack me or switch. So he goes for another attack. And he goes for the Shadow Sneak. It's not going to do that much. I can take it all day. I go for the Recover, knowing that either he was going to attack and I needed to recover to live another turn, or he was going to switch and I was going to get a free recovering. So now I'm back up. I'm at like 80%, ready to roll. This Deoxys cannot be harmed. I love it. So I decide to switch, knowing, nothing's happening here. It's just going back and forth. I want to have some fun. I want to take out some mons. So we're going to Quagsire, knowing that's a physical attacker. He goes for the Shadow Sneak. Quagsire just stands there like, bro, really? Like, bro. He's just, no, it's not happening. So any attack he's going to do, his Thunder Punch won't hurt me because I'm ground. His Shadow Sneak stab priority is not doing anything. So he withdraws, knowing that. He's also taunted still, remember that. So he goes out into his Dragonite, which is usually a physical attacker. So I'm thinking, let me get the Toxic off on this and slowly kill this thing. So I get the Toxic on him. He's hurt. He lost his multi-skill thanks to Stealth Rocks, and that's why I put those babies up. Want to break those abilities and sashes. So now he's Toxic. He's getting hurt. I'm getting lefties recovery. He goes for the Dragon Claw. Doesn't even try to set up. Just tries to get some damage on Quagsire. But Quagsire is just not having any of that. And he just vomits on top of him. And he can't burn him because he's already covered in acid. I already got my stomach acid on him before, and I just did it again. It's nasty. Getting that residual damage that increases with every turn. He goes for another Dragon Claw, hoping to get a crit or something. I just decide to throw up on him again. That's exactly what I do. It's doing like nothing, honestly. But I think it's my only damaging move that can hurt him, because he's flying, so Earthquake ain't gonna do nothing. So I'm just hoping that he dies to this Toxic. I want this thing out. I don't want him to kill my Quagsire. He goes for one more Dragon Claw, knowing there's no point in saving it. He gets the crit, and I honestly think the crit mattered there. After lefties, I think I could have survived one more Dragon Claw, but he's able to kill my Quagsire without him dying too. So he dies too. I think I just said that wrong, like grammatically wrong. Anyway, he brings out his Volcarona. I bring in my Togekiss. We're both floating. Not sure what to do. I go for the flamethrower. And he, oh shit, I forgot Stealth Rock still got half his damage. Alright. So I go for the flamethrower, leaves him with like 5% or 10. I don't know. Some insignificant number. He goes for the Bug Bite, which is super effective because it was a Zoroark. So I go for the Sucker Punch just to get priority. And I'm able to take out his Volcarona. Zoroark's still alive, loses some HP from his life orb, but he's still alive. So he goes into his Venusaur, which I'm still thinking in the back of my head, it's gotta be the Mega. It's the only Pokemon that can Mega. So it's gotta be his Mega. I go ahead and switch, not wanting to sack off my Zoroark just yet. Go into Aerodactyl, knowing you probably can't do anything to this Aerodactyl. So he goes for the Mega. He goes for the Mega Evolution. Look at that Mega Venusaur just got a flower on his head, all flowery. Goes for the Energy Ball. Let's see. It's neutral. So I have half HP. I go into my Mega knowing I'm faster. I've got flying. Let's fuck this bitch up. I lied, I don't have flying. I have Earthquake. Sorry, I have cough. And it does like half damage. He goes for another Energy Ball. And my Aerodactyl lives with 2 HP. He realizes he doesn't want to sack off his Venusaur, so he switches. And he goes into his Noivern. And he lost 4th HP. I didn't predict the switch. I went for the Earthquake. It didn't affect him. Then I go straight for the Ice Fang, being faster than Noivern because I'm a Mega. 4 times effective. Good night, Noivern. Sit the fuck down. He thought he could outspeed me. Nah. So he comes back into his Dusknoir, losing more HP because of the Stealth Rocks, exerting its pressure. Aerodactyl's not feeling so good. I decide no point in switching this thing, it's gonna die anyway. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, takes out my Aerodactyl. I'm fine by that, you know? It's what happens. Sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. So he gets his Lefties recovery. I'm wondering why I should switch in. I know exactly what to switch in. The thing he can't touch. My Deoxys D. He can't touch this D. My D is exerting his pressure. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, and guess how much damage he's gonna do? He did like 26 damage, even though it's super effective. I can take that all day. Go for another Nightshade. And that does a pretty decent amount, honestly. Nightshade's doing some good amount. So I get my lefties. He gets his lefties. Now he can still Will-O-Wisp me, which would really cripple this Deoxys. So I go for the Nightshade, being faster, trying to just kill this thing. And guess what? I do. Luckily, able to kill it. So he probably went for the Will-O-Wisp there, because he didn't go for a Shadow Sneak, which would have made him faster than me. But luckily I killed him. If I didn't, probably would have killed him next turn because he would live with like 2 HP or something. The Venusaur comes back in. He's trying to hurt this Deoxys because it's really crippling his team. I go for the Taunt so he can't seed me because that's probably what he wanted to do. Oh, he went for Toxic. Leech Seed or Toxic. I knew he had one of those because that's what Mega Venusaurs run. Or Venusaur in general. So I'm like, you can't do that to me. I gotta taunt you. So I go for the Nightshade. Not sure how much HP this thing has. It's pretty buffy. He lives with like 1 HP, I think. And he goes for Earthquake. That does nothing to my D. To my Deoxys D. It eats that up. It could eat them all day. It comes back for seconds. That's how much it wants it. So I go for the Nightshade again. Just to finish this off. Pretty sure Nightshade is the only move I have that can attack. So again, my lefty's recovery. I'm looking nice and buff. I ain't even gonna flex. He brings out his Swampert. Gets hurt by Stealth Rocks, loses like 10 HP, not that bad. I go for the Taunt just in case it has any setting up moves or anything. Nope, just go straight up for the Waterfall. So he goes, probably trying to get flinched even though I'm faster. So that does a pretty decent amount. You know, I could eat that at least one more time and then get a recover off. But it does a pretty good amount. So I go for the recover. Trying to get my HP back because I need to outstall this Swampert. So he goes for a Waterfall. How much damage is it going to do? It does like 32, I want to say. I don't know, I can't do math too good. It does more like 30 now after the lefty. So I go for a Nightshade. Goes ahead and hurts it. He goes for the Earthquake, trying to do more damage. That's a stab Earthquake too. And that does pretty much the same damage as a Waterfall, really. Maybe a little bit more because it has more base power, but not enough, really. So the Taunt wears off. I go for another Nightshade. Just trying to kill this Swampert because I got other people in the back that could clean up if my Deoxys dies. So he goes, gets a crit. I'm in the red. And I'm still in the red after lefties. That's what I was waiting for. So I go for the recover. I'm just like, I don't want this Deoxys to die. You know, I want to 5-0 this guy. Why not? So I get like, oh my god, so much HP back on that recover. Like, that was more than half at least. So he goes for the Earthquake, does some more damage on me. Does like 50 on that one too. That was a pretty good Earthquake on his part. I get lefties recover. I go for the Nightshade. Hurt that Swampert. And it lives, still in the red. He goes for an Earthquake, hoping for that crit to just take out my Deoxys. Doesn't happen. I'm back into 22. I'm on the red. In the red. Now I'm in the yellow after my lefties. And he just surrenders. That was his last Pokemon. He knew defeat was coming. And I don't blame him for surrendering, you know? It just happens, you know? Save time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Go ahead and leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Let me know if you like it, if you dislike it. And if you liked it or didn't like it, go ahead and leave one of those appropriate ratings. Go ahead and subscribe for more Pokemon related content. I'm going to be having a Let's Play when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire drops. I'm going to try and do daily Wi-Fi battles like I have been. But, you know, college and work sometimes gets in the way. Can't help it. But I'm not leaving. You know, if I miss a day, if I miss 2 days, I'm coming right back. I promise you. So you can go ahead and like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel. You know, I'll let you know if a video's coming out, or if it's not, I'll let you know when. Usually I like to drop these at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a nice time for the world to see them. Anyway, I'm dragging on. I gotta get out of here. Till next time, I'll catch you guys later.